Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Karen's Kitchen. I come to you today with a recipe on the ketchup. There's Arlene. Hi, Arlene. Good to see you. I hope you're getting to feel better. I told you I'd come in and do the ketchup today, and that I'm going to do. I went and got the ingredients I need today. I went to Kroger's and picked up some vegan stuff. And I really enjoyed, shopping. Okay, I got more than I wanted to buy. I go there for a couple of things and end up buying almost a cart. Well, not a cart full, but it filled the bottom of the cart. But then, that's how it goes anyway. Anyway, I'm going to tell you what I'm putting in the bowls. I'm putting in here, and I'll tell you what this is. This has only got 4 ingredients to it. 5, actually. Yeah, 5. It called for 28 ounces. It called for 28 ounces of tomato puree. Well, I could not find 28 ounces. I could not find, all I could find was 10-ounce cans. So that's what I decided to use. Let me get a bigger spoon. I could only find, like I said, that it's 10.75 ounces. But, hi, sweetie. But this will be okay because the 28 ounces seem to make quite a bit anyway. I will tell you, and let me put my bowl down so you can see what I'm putting in the bowl. Let me do it that way. Okay, I'm going to put the cans of tomato puree in here. And I got these at Kroger's today, like I said. And these, like I said, it takes 28 ounces. But since they don't have 28-ounce cans, the smallest cans they have are 10.75 ounces. I just got 2. It's less than what it calls for. But for me, that'll be fine because it makes an awful lot anyway. When I made it before, I made an awful lot. So, welcome to everybody that's coming in. Hi, Tammy. Good to see you. Good to see everyone. Thank you for sharing this out and inviting your followers. Then it calls for 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste. That's easy to find because this is all it has is 6-ounce cans. And this is non-GMO. So I put that in here. This is still going to make a lot, even though I had 2 small cans. Let's see how much it's going to make. It's going to make a lot. Excuse me. And then a 1/4 to 1/3 cup of turbinado sugar. So I put a 1/3 cup of turbinado sugar in here. And that's pure raw cane sugar is what it is. A 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan salt. This is a little bit more than a 1/4 teaspoon because I ground it out. Use a grinder, so I'll just pour that in there. Let me get a little bit of water. As Alexa says, Hydration Nation. And then 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And I will put those in here right now. And that's all there is to it. And I found this on a YouTube channel. It's a Seventh-day Adventist was doing this. So this I thought was quite interesting. Let me rinse this off. If I need it again, it's rinsed off a little bit. Okay. Now I'm just going to go ahead, and I don't have a metal whisk. I just have a silicone one. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to whisk this all together because you want to get your tomato paste and everything in there. You want to get your sugar in there. Yeah, so do I. But when you make it yourself, and like I said, this is no vinegar. Vinegar-free. You can't go wrong. It's vinegar-free. And I'm just going to whisk it. And it actually tastes similar to Heinz, but better in a way. My daughter can make this. Anybody can make it. You don't have to be vegan to make it. Let me rinse this off. You do not have to make, you do not have to be vegan to make this. There you go. Let me get a little, well, this spoon, oh, here's one here. And I'll taste it, and I'll tell you what it tastes like. Much better. With no vinegar in it. It's not strong at all. Yeah, you're right. It is. Everything is better homemade. Let me put this up just a little. Well, what I'm going to have to do is put it in the freezer. This can be frozen because it'll spoil if not. I'll use some of it because I bought some vegan burgers and stuff that I can put on a sandwich. I already had my lunch because I bought me a day pizza, a vegetable pizza, so I ate that for lunch. So I'm not going to be eating any of this today, but this can be frozen, so it's best to put it in an airtight container and put it in the freezer. That's what I plan to do with it. As you can see, it made quite a bit. Even though I didn't have 28-ounce cans, one 28-ounce can, it really made a lot. It was 10.75 ounces each can. Thought, well, I'll get 2 cans. That way it'll be enough. As you can see, it made quite a bit, and it tastes really good. I'm going to post this up on my vegan Facebook page because the last time I made this was quite a while ago. Hi, Alexis. You finally made it in. I got the ketchup all made. And I'll tell you what I put in it, Alexis. And it's vinegar free. What it has in here is it's supposed to calls for 1 28-ounce can of tomato puree. But being they didn't have that big a can where I had Kroger's, I had to get 2 small cans, 10.75 ounces, what they were. So this makes quite a bit, you can see. On a 6-ounce can of tomato paste, 1/4 to 1/3 cup of turbinado sugar, and that's your cane sugar, turbinado sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. You just put it all together in this bowl and just whisk it to combine everything, and voila, you have it. Doesn't that look good? And I've already tasted it. This is going to be frozen. You can freeze it up really well. It looks like ketchup that you would get out of a bottle. And when I look at the ketchup in the store and all the stuff that's in those ketchup bottles, I thought, my goodness, I'll go home and I'll make my own and it'll be a lot better. Because there isn't any ketchup that I found yet that you buy in the store that doesn't have vinegar in it. It's got distilled vinegar, whether it's white vinegar or apple cider vinegar, whatever. It's got vinegar in it. Well, I found one and make it vinegar free. This is really good. And you don't have to be vegan to like this. You can make it yourself. You know what's in it that way. 5 ingredients. The simpler, the better. Look how much it made. Even with those 2 small cans and the tomato paste, look what it made. And it whisked up so nicely. And I had the tomato puree with both non-GMO as well. I try to get non-GMO organic as much as I can. Although, like I said, organic can be quite expensive. And it's not feasible for everybody. In fact, I can't always buy it all the time either. I have to limit my buying on organic. But I'll buy it as much as I can. If I can afford it, I will buy it. But I wanted to go to Kroger's today and pick up the tomato paste. So I got me extra tomato paste. I got me extra puree so I can make this again. Doesn't take much to make it. As you can see, it's real simple. And it tastes really, really good. No vinegar in it, but you got your sugar, you got your lemon juice, you got your Himalayan pink salt, which is real good anyway. Himalayan pink salt is one of the best salts out there. What's wrong with vinegar? Well, it's strong, and I don't care for the taste of vinegar anyway. Vinegar is fermented, and we don't take anything fermented. I don't like anything fermented. I don't care for the taste of vinegar anyway. If you can't stomach the taste of it, don't buy it. You know, don't buy it in anything either. So I just decided to make my own ketchup. You can make your own mayo that's vinegar free. It's very, very hard to get away from that stuff. But, you know, you gotta try as much as you can. I went to Kroger's for the simple fact they have a lot of organic there. They have a lot of vegan products that other places don't have. And I was able to get just exactly what I was looking for. And brought home enough, I'll tell you. Put everything away, had my pizza, then decided to make this. You do learn something new every day. But even Erlene will tell you, she doesn't use vinegar either. I don't use apple cider. I don't like the taste of it, for one thing. But if you can make it yourself, you can make it any way you like it. I mean, all recipes are meant to be, you know, tweaked. But this one, I didn't tweak it any at all. I made it just exactly the way they said. And it tastes good. I've had it before. It is so good. On a burger, any kind of burger, black bean burger, chickpea burger, whatever kind of burgers you make. Hamburger, even those people that eat hamburger. This is real good on a hamburger bun. Because I bought me some buns today so I can make me have some burgers with this. It's so good. When you make your own, you know what's in it. That's why Alexis comes on every morning. And she makes her own because she knows what's in it. You know, she doesn't have to guess. And I watched her replay this morning. What she made this morning was flourless. I can't remember what the name of it, but they had chickpeas in them. Wow. And I thought, my goodness, that looked good. Of course, I wouldn't use the egg. I would use an egg substitute. But still, those things looked really good. And I was surprised that she made something with chickpeas in it because I didn't think that she liked anything with chickpeas. But that was awesome. Awesome, Alexis. Awesome. Flourless oatmeal bars. That's what they were. Oh, you do with apple cider vinegar? Oh, you made them before? Oh, okay. Okay, Arlene. Oh, okay. Hi, Missy. Good to see you. Here's my vinegar-free ketchup. And it's only got 5 ingredients in it. And I can tell you what those 5 ingredients are. Oh, you used the quick cooker? Yeah, you did use the quick cooker this morning. I watched that this morning, Alexis, that you did use the quick cooker on your rice. And it turned out really, really nice. Hi, good to see you. What this has in it is tomato puree. Now, it called for 1 can of tomato puree, a 28-ounce can. Well, you can't seem to find 28-ounce cans anywhere. They just don't make them that big. So I had to get what I could find, and they had cans that was small. They're 10.75 ounces. So I thought, well, 2 of those will be sufficient. Look how much it made. 2 and a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. That's simple enough because I can always find that. 1/4 to 1/3 of pure cane turbinado sugar. And in case you don't know what that is, I can show you. It is in the raw. This is turbinado sugar. I had got this a while back at Walmart. Better close it up. I got it a while back at Walmart. It's cane sugar, but it's a different kind of cane sugar. It's turbinado sugar. This is real good sugar as well. Because I'm for the organic and the raw sugars. And it also has 2 teaspoons. Oh no. A 1/4 teaspoon of the Himalayan pink salt. Oh, you do? You like that in your coffee? And then 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And that's all there is to it. And this is so freaking good. It is the best ketchup ever. I don't have to worry about it harming me in any way because I know what's in it. And it tastes so good. You can put it on anything that you want. You know, I know that Bryce, he likes to put ketchup on his scrambled eggs. Put it on your scrambled eggs if you want to. You want to put it on your scrambled eggs or your fried eggs or whatever, put it on there too. I particularly don't. Some people will put ketchup on their French fries. My grandkids do that. Like put ketchup on their French fries. I never really done that. But you know, to each his own. But when you make it yourself, and you don't buy it, because you look at the Heinz bottle, what it has in it. It's got a lot more in it than this has in it. And this looks just as good as the Heinz. Just as good. And it's non-GMO. The cans are non-GMO. Don't have any chemicals in them that's going to harm you. So it's best to try to make your own if at all possible. If you can, make it yourself. Because at least you know what's in it. You don't have to worry about what's in it. Ketchup on eggs. Yeah, some people do put ketchup on eggs. Yes, they do. They certainly do. Yeah, it does. It does have vinegar in it. It certainly does. Yep. You got Early's got to have her ketchup with her French fries. Some people do. You know, that's okay. It's awesome if you do that. But okay, all right, Alexis. But anyway, what's everybody's weather doing today? I turned my furnace off finally because When I got back from Kroger's, it was 61 degrees. And in the middle of the night, it started getting cold in the house, and I thought, what is up with the temperature? Now you're craving French fries. Well, now you make this ketchup, Erlene. Make your ketchup, and then you can have the French fries all you want, you know. But anyway, as I was saying, about 2:15 this morning, 2:15 this morning, my furnace hadn't kicked in then. It was getting a little cool in the house, and I thought, well, I wonder if there's something wrong with the furnace. He come and fixed it after Christmas, because I had that problem. He fixed it and put a new part in it, and it worked fine, and it's been working fine. Well, I went back to bed. A few minutes later, it finally kicked in. Well, it was cool air coming out of the furnace at first, but then it warmed the house up nicely. I got home, it was dang like a furnace in here, so I had to turn it off. 61 outside, and it's going to be 72 today. Well, it finally worked, Erlene. It finally warmed up enough that I stayed warm and I didn't have to worry about it. Hi, Melissa. Good to see you. So I didn't have to worry about it. It worked fine. It finally heated the house up. I'm glad of that. But I've turned it off now since it's 61 degrees. We're going to be 72 today. We're still getting a little cool at night. We're getting down in the 30s and 40s at night. So I have to have heat at night. But hi, good to see you. I have to have heat at night. I'm bound and determined I'm not going to go to bed without heat, because I've suffered with this cold long enough. My voice still isn't all together here yet, but I figured, well, I don't want to make it any worse. So I kept the covers up to my neck, and I thought as soon as it starts warming up in here, then I don't have to do that anymore. And by the time I got up, took my shower, it was nice in the house, and I didn't have to worry. But what's everybody's temperature doing today? Are you hot? Are you cold? Are you kind of in between? Because I know Erlene's probably warming up where she's at. It's been cold there before. She had snow the other day. My daughter's warmed up in the 50s and 60s, so I know that it's getting nice where she's at. You got to remember my 8-year-old grandson. He is suffering with diarrhea really bad, and he's been off of school since Thursday, and she's afraid he probably won't get to school the rest of this week, because Thursday and Friday they're off for a parent-teacher conference, so they won't get to school then. So he's gonna, if he doesn't get to school tomorrow, he's missed several days of school. Oh, he's okay now. Oh, good. I'm glad, because he kept fighting it, and he had a cough that's horrible. Oh, I bet he has been. He's got an awful cough. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it too, because when she was talking to me, he was being a pistol, and he kept coughing really bad and everything, you know. But, you know, you can't send them to school when they have a temperature or if they have diarrhea, because it's catching. So she had to leave him home again. He's just the cough now. Yeah, well, you can send him to school with a cough, because, you know, hopefully his cough will get better and he won't have it anymore. But she's tried everything she can to get rid of that cough, and just doesn't seem like it wants to let loose, you know. I hate that myself. I had the same problem. Couldn't get my cough gone, and I'd cough and hack at night when I first got my cold all night long, and it was terrible. You'll have to go back and watch the replay. Well, it didn't take very long to make it, less than 5 minutes, but here it is. And I can tell you what it has in it, because I got it sitting right here. It calls for pumpkin. Tomato puree. It says it takes a 28-ounce can. That's what this recipe calls for. I could not find a 28-ounce can. The smallest size can I could find at Kroger's was a 10.75-ounce can. I thought, well, I'll just get 2 of those. It'll be less than 28 ounces, but look how much it made. It still made a lot. And then 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste, 1/4 to 1/3 cup of turbinado sugar, which is your cane sugar. It's a special kind of cane sugar. 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, which is a very good salt, and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And it's very, very good. That is really, it's the best thing ever. This is all good for you. Nothing to harm you. And you can, and this, look, doesn't this look like the ketchup you buy in the store? You're welcome. I'm going to post this up on my vegan page. For those that may not know it, Alexis isn't here right now. She'll be coming back in, but I'm having a party this week, and it goes until next Monday. And I'm posting things periodically on my page when Alexis gives them to me to post. We're going to have games and stuff, and there's questions being asked. Go ahead and play the games, answer the questions. I see Arlene did on that. She's on a Lucy kick again because she had Lucy in January. Now she's got Lucy again. But asking about your cleaning tips and what's your cleaning style and stuff like that. I said, well, my cleaning style is, and I know I need to do it, spring, I'm going to have to get around to doing it. But what I like to do is I like to start in one room, do it completely, get it completely done before I go to another room. Because if I go from room to room, I don't always get the rooms done. I want to get one room started, finish it, and then go to another room and do it. That's the way I found it. Now, somebody else might do it differently, but that's the way I found it. It's easy for me just to do one room at a time, you know, because you can start all your rooms and then you got little bits here and a little bits there, and you're still, you know, and I'm still trying to organize. I've got a small kitchen, just like Arlene has, so I got stuff sitting everywhere. I've got stuff sitting on my kitchen table that you can't see, and I won't let you see it because it's all junked up. I don't have a place to put it. I don't use the kitchen table because I sit on my easy chair when I eat. So, but I have to put this stuff somewhere. But I've got to get organized somehow. And I'm going to have to work at it this spring, try to get organized. You know, that's no fun. But but I'll just take it slow, because if I do too much at once, I get worn out. So I just have to take it slow. But how do the rest of you like to clean? Do you like to do one room at a time, or you just go from room to room? And because when I used to clean for my dad, I would dust all the rooms, and then I would run the dust mop on the floor, because in his house he had no carpeting. It was tile. So I had to take the dust mop on the floor. So it was a chore to do that. But he had a small house. He had a prefab house. Only 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. It didn't take very long. No, I didn't. I don't know where to get them, really. I thought about that when I was at Kroger's, and I thought, well, what am I going to put this in? I got to make it in here. But for right now, what I want to do is I want to freeze it, because this can be frozen. Save a little bit out in the refrigerator, like in a, you know, maybe a small jar. I've got small jars I can put it in right now. For right now, and put the rest in the freezer. Freeze it up. That way it'll keep quite a while in the freezer, and that way when I'm ready to use what's in the freezer, then just get it out. Otherwise it'll spoil on me and I won't get it used. I like when you can freeze stuff, because that's what's real good about it. Most stuff that you make nowadays, you can freeze it. If you can't, then I don't bother making it if I can't freeze it, because I like to keep things in the freezer because I know where it's at, and it's there if I need it. I still have some soup. I think my minestrone soup, I still have some minestrone soup in the freezer yet that I made a while back. I think it was in January. It's still in the freezer yet. Let's keep it okay in there. I'll just leave it there. That's what I was thinking too. I'm going to have to try that when I get off of here and see if I can get some squeezed bottles, because it would be a lot better to put them. And I know what you're talking about, the squeezed bottles like in the restaurant. Those are awesome. You know, it'd be a lot easier just to squeeze it out. Of course, I keep the bottle in the refrigerator, but what I don't use will be kept in the freezer, of course. But this is simple to make. No, not hard at all. You know what you put in it. It's your own. You don't have to be vegan to like it. I wouldn't suggest using anything else but cane sugar in it, though. It calls for turbinado or cane sugar. I don't think refined sugar would work in here because of the taste. So it's best to use, if you can, because cane sugar, you can find that at Walmart. When you go to Walmart, they have cane sugar there. So if you want to put cane sugar in it, regular cane sugar without being turbinado, you can do that too. But you can use any kind of cane sugar you want. But I wouldn't suggest using refined sugar, because I don't think the taste of it will be the same, because it'll be too sweet. But this is just right. It's got a very good flavor. It's not tangy. It's not real sweet. It's kind of in between. Well, I think it would be a lot cheaper, because see, all I have to do is buy the cans of pumpkin, or the pumpkin. I don't know why I've got pumpkin on the brain today, but anyway, all I have to do is buy the cans of tomato puree and the tomato paste. I already have the turbinado sugar, and I always keep lemon juice in here, and I already have the Himalayan pink salt. So I would think it'd be much cheaper to make your own versus buying it in the store vegan. But, like I said, somebody had said, and it's true, you can get a vegan ketchup, and I've checked them. And why they say they're vegan, I don't know, because it's got vinegar in it. Vinegar is not vegan. And I don't know why they say that you can put vinegar in vegan foods. It's not vegan. It's a fermented food. I don't like fermented food. But there isn't one ketchup yet. I've had Annie's ketchup. It's got vinegar in it. Your Mayo's the same thing, got vinegar in it. You just can't hardly get around it. You know, your dressings, you can't hardly get around the vinegar unless you make your own. If you can find one that's not real tangy, you're okay. It's just isn't. Oh, there's some. Oh, thank you, thank you, sweetie. It's just not. It's fermented, and anything fermented, you really shouldn't put in your body. Although I'm not going to tell people they can't use vinegar if they don't want to. I just prefer not to use vinegar. Vinegar-free is much, much better. I don't like apple cider vinegar. I don't like regular vinegar. I try to avoid putting vinegar in anything that I make. If it calls for vinegar, I'll see what I can get. If I can find a substitution for it, find my way around it, because I will not put it in there. I don't like the taste of it. You know, it just doesn't appeal to me. It upsets my stomach, for one thing. I just don't care for it. I prefer to make things without vinegar. And as long as I can do that. And when I saw this ketchup a while back, I found the video on YouTube. And it happens to be, and I don't remember what it was now, but it happened to be an Adventist channel. I don't know which one it was, but it was the Seventh-day Adventist one that was doing this ketchup. And I thought, well, okay, so that should be fine. Although some Adventists probably still use apple cider vinegar. You know, they still use things they shouldn't. But anyway, when they gave the ingredients, I thought, simple as can be. You just put it in your bowl, whisk it real good, because you got to get all your tomato paste, you got to get all your sugar, your salt, and all your lemon juice. You got to get it all mixed together, and then you have it. And it's simple, not hard to do at all. And the taste of it is very, very good. I love the taste of it. It's not tangy at all. I don't care for anything real tangy. I'm that way. I don't like anything real tart. This isn't. It's something that you can make, and you can freeze it. You can use it. This will last me a long time. Yeah, you probably could. Yep. You probably could. This can be used on, you can put, because I've got a recipe for meatloaf, and it calls for, ketchup and stuff on it. Well, if I make the meatloaf, I can just put this on there, or, your Worcestershire sauce or whatever. That's hard to find, but make it your own. Tweak it to your own liking. Like I said, no recipe is set in stone. And they're meant to be tweaked. Although this and I didn't tweak it. I did except I couldn't find as much of tomato puree. So I guess you say I did tweak it a little bit, because I didn't put as much tomato puree in as the recipe called for. That's only because I couldn't find that size of can. But being as I couldn't, this still made a lot. And even at those 2 cans at 10.75 ounces, it still made a lot. So I'm just going to stick with that size can, because this is just right for me. You don't need a lot. Of course, if you got a big family, this is still going to, for a family like Alexis's family or Erlene's family, there's still plenty of ketchup. You're not going to get it eaten too fast. You're going to have plenty to eat for quite a while. And like I said, I'll put some in the refrigerator, get some of those squeeze bottles, probably at Amazon, put some in the squeeze bottle, then put the rest in the freezer. And like I said, I was thinking about those squeeze bottles when I was at Kroger's, thinking, well, where can I get those squeeze bottles at? I don't think they have them there. I didn't think to look, but I doubt if they have them there. But you're right. I do a lot of shopping on Amazon. So I may go on Amazon after I get off of here and see if I can get those squeeze bottles. Because I know what they are. They got the long tip on it with the hole in it. And you just squeeze the stuff out. That's ideal. That's what I'll do. Put some in a squeeze bottle, and the rest I'll put in the freezer. For right now, this will go into the refrigerator in an airtight container. I suggest an airtight container so no air can get at it. I've got the airtight container from Pampered Chef, the 8-cup. I think it'll be just fine. That'll fit in there just fine. If you got any airtight containers at all, I try to buy as many airtight containers as I can. You really can't be without too many airtight containers, you know, glass containers. I buy as much as I can. I've got so many glass containers now, and I keep buying more because I don't put plastic in the microwave. I only put glass because I don't want the plastic from the container leaching into my food, because some of those plastics are not very good plastic, you know. Now they're making more that are BPA free, which is good. You know, it won't leach so bad. But still, I hesitate using plastic in the microwave. I would rather use glass because it's much better. Although, you got to be careful with it. It's a lot easier to break, of course. I have to be very careful with my mixing bowls that they don't break. When I take them in and out of the cupboard, I'm real careful with them. I use the things in the middle to keep them from scratching. Keep them really nice. As you can see, this is the medium-sized bowl. Oh, no, this is the small one. This isn't the medium size. This is the small one. The medium-sized one would have been too big. I thought this one's just right. So that's the small one. But I love using those bowls. They work fine for something like this. Like I said, I'll post this up on my vegan Facebook page because I haven't had it up there. I made this, oh gosh, sometime last year. And I don't know how long ago it was. Quite a while ago. And I never did post it up there because I checked yesterday to see if it was on there, and I couldn't find any recipe for that on there at all. I thought, well, evidently I forgot to post it. So I want to go ahead and post this on my Facebook page, my vegan Facebook page with the picture, let you know exactly how it's made, and see if people want to make it themselves. You know, there's going to be a lot of people, I bet you, that once they've seen this recipe for ketchup, they'll never buy ketchup again. They'll make it themselves because you can make it a lot cheaper than you can buy it. Very much so. When you start checking the things that the cans and stuff at the store that you have to buy, you start making it your own, you save money. You save it and you can freeze it and use it at your leisure whenever you want. You know, that's why I like doing this. If I can make it myself, I'm going to make it. I don't know. I'm just on a cooking jag where I want to make my own food and see how well it comes out. Not everything comes out perfect, however. Yes, there's Alexis is telling about join the vegan Facebook group. Not everything comes out good, however, because I've had things that have been a big flop. You know, I'm not a real good cook. People say I'm real good, but I've had flops. You know, Alexis has had flops too. I'm only human after all, and I don't make it if it doesn't turn out. Yeah, the recipe. Yeah. This recipe is going to be there. I'm going to post this recipe on my vegan Facebook page. It will be there, and it's real simple to make. And I venture to say that I'll get a lot of response to it, and people will start making their own ketchup when they realize they can make their own, and how good it tastes. They'll never want to buy it again. I know I'm not. I haven't bought ketchup since I've started my vegan journey. I have not bought ketchup. Of course, I haven't made it either because I had ketchup to use up. But I'm not going to buy anymore. Not ever. Because I can make it myself. I know exactly what it takes to make it. And when I don't use it all up, just put it in the freezer. And I'll have it. Because this is good on burgers. Like I said, French fries. People probably would put them on their chicken wings maybe. Chicken legs. Whatever, you know. Season your stuff on the barbecue. You could probably make this like barbecue sauce or whatever you want it to do. However you want to do it. It's simple. Doesn't take much. And you can find the tomato puree and your tomato paste anywhere in any store. You know, in your grocery store, they all have it. It's just getting your size of cans. You just have to make an adjustment a little bit, like I did. Adjust it down to a different, smaller size. Even though this wasn't a 28-ounce can, it still made a lot. So I'm just going to stick with those size cans. So I got 2 more cans I bought today at Kroger. So I bought 4 cans because I used 2. So I got 4 more, and I bought another thing of tomato paste so I can make this again because it's simple to make. It's a lot of fun to make, and I bet I'll get a lot of response to it. But anyway, what's everybody's weather doing today? Are you warm? Because we're 61 degrees right now. Going to be 72 today. So we're heading towards summer. Tomorrow is going to be spring, the first day of spring. And I'm glad of that because when my furnace wasn't coming on, I thought, well, I don't have to worry about using it much anymore. It's going to be a little cool at night, but I won't have to use it too many more nights, and I can get by without it. It's only 60. We're a little bit warmer than you are, and we're nice sunshine out there. Nice. So I came home and I turned my furnace off because it was still heating up in here. Got a little too warm. So I turned it off, and I'll leave it off for a while until I feel it's necessary to put it back on. When I'm sleeping at night, I like to be comfortable. But I know it's going to get nice in most places. We're going to get 72 today, and I think 70 or something tomorrow. A little cool at night, maybe 35, 40 degrees, but we warm back up in the daytime. So that's great. Spring has sprung. Spring is coming, and I'm so glad of that. Because I was tired of the winter weather. We might have only had one big snowstorm, but after that snowstorm, having it for over a week, I was done with it. Oh, 37 in Maine? Well, at least you're above freezing. That's good. So you're getting warmed up too. It just takes a while, a little bit while for some of these places to warm up. Like you see, I'm in Oregon, so we warm up quicker than places like in the Midwest or East Coast, you know. But after 47 in New York City, you know, you guys, it's going to feel like a heat wave if you've been so cold, had real cold temperatures, below freezing. Oh, you have tons of snow. Well, at those temperatures, it'll melt. Our snow was on the ground for over a week. Even with the temperatures warming up like they did, it took over a week to get rid of the snow. It got up in the 40s and close to 50. But the snow was still staying in places that the sun didn't shine. You know, it was shady. But it's finally all gone now. 63 and sunny in Memphis. Oh, good. But it's sunny here. And the one place that I periscoped when I took my dogs for a walk, and I showed you the snow fort, I talked to the mother one day, and I says, well, your snow fort's about gone. She says, boy, am I glad. You know, her kids had built a snow fort, and she was so glad to see that snow fort go. Little by little by little, it kept going, a little every day, and finally, boom, it's completely gone now. But it took over a week for the snow to finally melt. It just wouldn't leave because it just was so cold. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. I know my daughter says she's going to order on Friday too. Yeah, I understand that because that's when a lot of people get paid. So I can understand that completely. I expect probably a lot of orders will come in that day. Nothing has come in since the other night, but that's okay. You order when you can. You know, I don't need much to get to the next level, but I'm not forcing people to buy when they haven't got the money to buy. Oh, I bet you are. You know something? When I started buying Pampered Chef, I was excited too. I thought, oh my goodness, this stuff is fantastic. It's awesome. The guarantee they have, you know, and if their customer service is top notch, that if something goes wrong, something breaks, they will replace it for you. You can't go wrong. I mean, Pampered Chef is a nice company. I'm loving their products. No, I'm German. Thank you for asking, though, but I'm German. Yeah, they do. You're right, Alexis. They certainly do. They make great gifts. I know I may sound Italian, but no, I'm German. My father was German. My grandfather and grandmother were German. And my grandmothers, I think grandmother and grandfather on the other side, they were German as well. Oh, yeah. I can tell you what it has in it. It's got tomato puree in it. It called for a 28-ounce can. That's hard to find. So I went to Kroger's, and they only had real small cans, 10.75 ounces. So I got 2 of those. And even 2, this still made a lot. So, and 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste. And 1/4 to 1/3 of pure cane turbinado sugar, which is a brown sugar. 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt. And I love Himalayan pink salt. That or sea salt, both of those, and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. That's all it has in it. Then you just whisk it together to get all your sugar and all your salt, your lemon juice, and that all combined. And voila! This is what you have. Very, very tasty, because I've tasted it already. Very, very good. And it can be frozen, which I'm going to do with this. I'm going to get some squeeze bottles from Amazon, see if I can find some. Put a little bit in the refrigerator. The rest I'm going to put in the freezer, because I don't want this going bad on me. And freeze it up, because I'll have it when I need it. It'll be good on, you know, sloppy joes, because I like making sloppy joes out of lentils. This will be good for that. Like you said, French fries. Yeah, there you go. She's sending the link to is in her profile on my for my. And if you haven't joined my Facebook group, the link will be in her profile. She's got her profile attached to my page attached to her profile. Karen's Vegan Heaven. Just go in there and ask to join, and I will approve you. And basically, what it's for is we post vegan recipes up there right now. Since I'm having a party, we're posting games. I'm posting other things in there right now. Let's see. What'd you say? Let me look at your. What would you put into it to make? Oh, Zeppelin. I don't like spicy stuff, so I wouldn't put anything in it to make it spicy. Oh, yes. Yeah, and she might use sriracha sauce. I've heard of that, but myself, I don't want to make it spicy. Now, like I'm saying, if you want to make this ketchup, you can go ahead and make it. If you want to put a spice into it, go ahead and do that, because you can tweak it any way you like, because it becomes yours then. You can make it, oh yeah, cayenne pepper would probably, oh yes, it would. I didn't put anything in here but what the recipe called for, because I don't like a real lot of spice. I've never tried the sriracha sauce, but I can imagine that stuff is pretty spicy. Cayenne pepper, oh man, ugh. I've tried that, too spicy. So this hasn't got any spices in it. But if you want to make it and you want to put spices in it, go right ahead and do that. Tabasco sauce, oh yeah, that would really make it spicy. But if you want to make it spicy, then go right ahead and do that. It's up to you, because you can take the recipe and do anything with it that you want. It's yours. Tweak it to your liking. Make it. I kind of tweaked it too, because I didn't use all the tomato puree it called for. I couldn't find it, so I used a smaller can, because you can't find the 28-ounce cans. And the smallest can they had there was, I thought they would be 14-ounce cans like your chickpeas are and some of the others, but no, it wasn't. What time is it there? 2:30. It's 2:30 right now, because I'm on the West Coast. So it's 2:30 here. I'm 3 hours slower than Erlene and Alexis, and 2 hours behind my daughter. Right. Exactly. When I was shopping, see, this Kroger's I went to is a Fred Meyer, which is a department store, which, you know, they have clothing and they have, you know, your spice, you know, your glassware and stuff like that. They also have books. I want you to see something. Look what I found. A vegan cookbook for the Instant Pot. Now, I know it's going to work for the quick cooker. So I'm going to be able to do some vegan recipes in here. So you can bet your bottom dollar I'll be able to. As I was looking for this. They didn't have it the last time I went shopping. So I just got a regular Instant Pot book. And I can tweak those recipes. But I wanted something vegan. And when I saw this, I thought, this is good. Because I can take and I can make stuff now vegan. So I thought that's ideal. Lots of good recipes in here. Here's cardamom rice pudding. I was looking at this one. Look at that one. Doesn't that look good? And I use cardamom. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Jack. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is cool. I thought, I've got to get that vegan cookbook. I couldn't pass it up because, you know, I use my quick cooker a lot, and I take the Instant Pot recipes and I tweak them, you know, because we all know that the quick cooker is just like the Instant Pot. It's just the wording of the quick cooker. Your saute, versus sear and custom versus manual are all different, but it's the same concept. So this will still work. Oh, you did too? Oh, you thought of me, did you? Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, I know I'm going to love it, Erlene. When I saw it today, because I knew where the magazines were, and I wrote right over to where they were at, because I saw that book I'd got before, the Instapot book, because it's got something like, got 250 recipes in it or something. So I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and get this book, and then you can make yogurt in it. You can make a lot of things. So I'll be going through here and going through this cookbook and finding recipes to do that'll be different. So I've got a cookbook now that I can really use because, and I'll have recipes that I don't have to find anymore. Although I'll still probably look for some, but I'll have recipes in here that'll save me having to look for a lot of recipes. Can we make mustard soon? Well, unless I can find mustard that's not tangy, because I don't care for mustard. I just don't care for mustard. I could find a recipe that might not make it tangy. It might be okay, but I don't know if it's still going to be good then or not, because I don't care for mustard. I only like ketchup. Ketchup and mayo. I haven't used mustard. Honey mustard, I don't like it. I don't like honey mustard either, Alexis. I could try to find a mustard recipe. Now, I don't know if Erlena's ever made mustard or whatever mustard she's used for some of her recipes, because I've noticed that some of her recipes call for mustard, and I don't know what she put in them. You're right. You're right. That's exactly right. To each their own. I don't care for mustard. I love ketchup, but I just don't care for mustard. I like mayo. So, since I don't care for mustard, I probably won't make it. Unless I can find a recipe that would taste good. I don't know. So, oh, you haven't? I wondered about that. Because mustard, I don't care for the taste of it. I never have. Used to buy, oh gosh, what was that? It was in the squeeze bottle. Heinz mustard, I think it was. Used to eat that stuff, and oh my God, I couldn't stand it. Some people love mustard. Oh yes, French's. That's it. Some people love mustard. I just can't stomach it for some reason. I've never liked the taste of mustard. And if you don't like something, you're just not gonna get used to it. But ketchup is something that I'm gonna eat a lot of. But I can look for a mustard recipe. Not saying I'm gonna make it, mind you, but I can look for a mustard recipe. Okay, Alexis. Well, thank you for coming in, and you have a great day. I'm gonna go in a little bit too, and because I've been standing up quite a bit today, and I need to rest. And in case you're wondering what I have on, I have a very pretty dress that I wear to church. I decided to wear that to Kroger's today. Dijon mustard. Oh yes. Oh, man, yeah. You'd rather canned pickles? Yeah, right. But anyway, I'm going to post this up on Facebook, and I'm going to see how many people are going to make this. Once you've made it, believe me, you will never go back to store-bought again. You will not. I know I'm not. Try it and see if you like it. If you like ketchup, I know you're going to like this because it's different. It doesn't have vinegar in it, and vinegar is what gives it that tangy flavor. I don't care for anything real tangy anyway. Good. Well, like I said, I'll post it up on my vegan page. Good, Erlene, you're going to like it. I'm sure Bruce will like it and Brandon will like it, and you'll love it too. I'm going to go in a little bit because I want to take a picture of this and post it up on my page so that people can start to make it for themselves. I don't think so. No, I don't drink. I'm sorry. I'm going to block that person. Nope. Make a Bloody Mary. Forget it. Hi, chicken in a basket. Good to see you. Here's my ketchup. Doesn't that look good? And I'll tell you what I got in it before I go. Okay. It's got tomato puree in it. It called for a 28-ounce can. Well, You can't find 28-ounce cans of puree, and I don't know why they'd want that much anyway. So the smallest size can they had was 10.75 ounces. Well, I thought, I'll just get 2 of them. It's not 28 ounces, but it'll be sufficient. Look what it made. A 6-ounce can of tomato paste, which is always easy to find because they are not much bigger than that anyway. Let's see, and 1/4 to 1/3 of turbinado sugar. In case you don't know, I'll show this. People have come in. In case you do not know what turbinado sugar is, this is what turbinado sugar looks like. It's a brown sugar, but it's sugar in the raw. It's a cane sugar. It's non-GMO. And it's a brown sugar, but it's a very good sugar. I do not recommend, you can try it, but I don't recommend putting refined sugar in here. It might just be a little too sweet. So if you go to Walmart, my daughter goes to Walmart, you can buy cane sugar there. The turbinado is there. Buy it and keep it on hand. Okay. What'd she say? I'm trying to... Sugar, yeah, sugar in the raw. Yes, that's exactly what I buy. And this is turbinado. So I used 1/3 of a cup for that. It says a 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup. And then 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And I just take it out of the bottle, of course. That's all it calls for. Very simple. You put it in your bowl. You take your whisk and you whisk it together until you get all the sugar, your salt, your lemon juice, and that all combined. And you get your tomato paste because it's going to be lumpy otherwise. And you mix it all together and get it smooth like this. You can put it in an airtight container in the refrigerator. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get those squeeze bottles probably from Amazon. Put some in there. But right now I'll put some in the refrigerator. And then put the rest in the freezer because this is going to have to be frozen. Otherwise, it'll spoil and won't get used up. But anyway, this is simple. Yeah, it is a real good idea. Somebody suggested I get those bottles from Amazon, and that's what I'm going to do. Get those squeeze bottles because you can put it on. People like it on their French fries. I like it on their chicken wings. Whatever they want to put it on, you know. And of course, I make burgers or buy burgers, and I just like to make sandwiches with those burgers and put it on there. That's why I got this. I haven't had this in so long, and I thought, I'm not going to buy ketchup anymore. Oh, thank you for whoever gave me the super hearts. Thank you for the super hearts. I'm not going to buy ketchup anymore. You start buying that at the store, you pay an awful lot for it. Does it last very long? The ketchup you buy in the store won't last very long, but this will seem to last a lot longer. You know, it's always good. This will be good to the last drop. I'll tell you that. So I'm going to keep the stuff on hand for this and buy it as I need it and make this whenever I need to make it. Oh, you're welcome. And I'm going to, like I said, I'll post it up on my Facebook page, post the recipe up there so you have it in case you didn't get it. It's a very simple recipe. It's very simple to do. And I hope that people try it. I'm sure that they will. But anyway, I'm gonna go for now because I want to get this put away. I want to take a picture of it and I'll put it away and post it up on Facebook. I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. I'll come in sometime tomorrow, about the same time probably, and I'll make something tomorrow. But in the meantime, take care. God bless. Thank you for coming in, and have a great day. Bye-bye. Love you all.